Two students lie motionless in the Barris and Holly building. Ella Cook, 18, a political science student from Alabama. Mohammad Aziz Umarzakov, 20, a medical student from Uzbekistan. 9 others were injured. And who was to blame? Not a stranger. Someone who once sat in these same library chairs. He was absent for 23 years, but he returned. This is the story of what happened on December 13th, 2025, and why people should have feared a villain who constantly behaved strangely. Providence, Rhode Island, Friday, December 13th, 2025. The Rockefeller Library stands at the heart of Brown University's campus. Red brick, ivy-covered walls, 3 floors of study spaces where generations of students have prepared for exams, written papers, built futures. This Friday afternoon, it's packed. Finals week approaching. Every table occupied. Students hunched over laptops, buried in textbooks, surrounded by coffee cups and highlighters. The usual December stress hangs in the air. Thick, exhausting, but familiar. The student sits on the second floor, senior, biochemistry major. She's been here since noon, barely moving except to refill her coffee. Organic chemistry formulas glow on her screen. Flashcards spread everywhere. She checks her phone. 2:46 p.m. Her study group meets at 4 p.m. She should probably eat something first. She starts packing her highlighters. That's when she hears it. A sound that doesn't belong. Sharp, loud, wrong. Not a book dropping, not furniture scraping, something else. She freezes. The library goes silent. Not the comfortable studying quiet, something different, something that makes every person stop mid-breath and listen. Then another sound. Pop, pop, pop. Student's brain tries to process it. Construction? Firecrackers? But her body already knows, already flooding with adrenaline, already tensing, already preparing to run. Someone screams, "Gun! There's a..." The word cuts off, drowns in sudden chaos. Tables overturning, chairs crashing, bodies stampeding, pure animal panic. Student runs, doesn't grab her laptop, doesn't grab her bag, doesn't grab anything, just runs. Away from the sound, away from the screaming, away from whatever is happening that her brain still refuses to accept. She makes it to the stairwell, bodies press against her, everyone trying to fit through a door meant for single file exit. Not this, not stampeding. Someone falls. Student almost trips, keeps running, has to keep running. Down the stairs, first floor, emergency exit. The alarm screams, that piercing wail that usually means a drill, a false alarm. Not this time, never this time. Student bursts onto the quad. Cold December air hits her face. She's still running. Others pour out behind her, in front of her, from every exit, everyone running. She doesn't stop until she reaches the far side, collapses against a tree. Her hands shake so violently she can't hold her phone steady. Behind her, the library stands unchanged. Beautiful, historic, unchanged, like nothing happened. But everything happened. And to understand why it happened, we need to go back. Not to 2:47 p.m. on December 13th, but to years before, to 3 different lives that would intersect in the worst possible way. Let's start with Ella, Northport, Alabama, population 24,000. Ella Marie Cook was born here on March 14th, 2007. Ella was bright from the start, curious, the kind of student who asked why about everything. In 5th grade, she won the school science fair, built her own water filtration system. Northport High School, class of 2025, top 10%, debate team captain. Her debate coach later said, Ella made everyone around her sharper. She argued passionately, but never meanly. She wanted to study political science, maybe law eventually, Brown University. She applied early decision, rewrote her essay 7 times. December 15th, 2024. The acceptance email came. Ella screamed, posted on Instagram, "I'm going to Brown!" 273 likes. That post is still there. People still leave comments. Rest easy, Ella. She arrived at Brown in late August 2025. Keeney Quadrangle, 4th floor, room 412. Her roommate was Jessica. They got along immediately. Ella declared political science, joined the Brown Debate Union, started writing for the Brown Daily Herald. Her friends described her the same way. She made you want to be better. Her parents visited in October. Mother Cook later said, "She was so happy. She kept saying, 'Mom, I love it here. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be.'" December 13th, 2025. Finals approaching. 3 exams scheduled. That morning, she FaceTimed her mother, 9:37 a.m. "Love you, sweetie," Rebecca said. "Love you too, Mom. Talk tomorrow." It was the last time they spoke. 1:15 p.m., Ella posted on Instagram story. 2:30 p.m., she texted Jessica, "Still at Rock, gonna be here till 4 probably. Wanna grab dinner after?" 2:45 p.m. Ella Cook was on the 2nd floor of the Rockefeller Library, studying for her political theory final. She never made it to dinner. Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Muhammad Aziz Umarzakov was born here, July 8, 2005. His family wasn't wealthy. Father worked construction, mother cleaned houses, but they valued education above everything. Muhammad was the oldest of 3 children, 2 younger sisters. He excelled from the start, math especially, science. When he was 14, his family won the U.S. Diversity Visa Lottery. Pure luck. But for Muhammad's family, it was everything. They moved to Brooklyn, New York. Everything they owned fit into 6 suitcases. Brooklyn Technical High School, competitive, rigorous. His English wasn't fluent. He stayed after school, used Google Translate constantly. His math teacher later said, "Muhammad worked harder than any student I've ever taught. He had this drive that was just remarkable." He graduated in 2023, top 15%. He wanted to be a doctor, not for prestige, to help people. He'd seen what lack of healthcare access looked like, people delaying treatment because they couldn't afford it. Brown University offered him a place, financial aid package. His parents would work extra shifts. He'd take loans, but it was possible. He accepted. Brown University, fall 2023, freshman year, biology, pre-med track, brutal, organic chemistry, physics, labs until 9 p.m. He thrived. Andrew later said, "Muhammad was the most focused person I've ever met. He'd help you study even when he had his own exam the next day." Sophomore year, he volunteered at Rhode Island Hospital, patient transport. He loved it, loved talking to patients, making them comfortable. He sent money home every month, $100, $200, to help his parents, his sisters. He called home every Sunday, FaceTimed with his family. His younger sister, Medina, was 15. He helped her with college applications. His youngest sister, Savara, was 12, wanted to be an engineer. He encouraged her. He was supposed to go home for winter break, flight booked for December 21st. His mother was planning a big dinner. He'd been looking forward to it for months. December 13th, 2025. 2 finals scheduled, genetics and organic chemistry 2. That morning, he went to the gym, 6:30 a.m., 11 a.m., met with his pre-med advisor. His advisor later said he had it all mapped out. He was going to be an excellent doctor. 2 p.m., Muhammad headed to Rockefeller Library, 3rd floor near the windows. He texted his study group, "Rock 3rd floor if anyone wants to join." 2:35 p.m., posted on Discord. Can someone explain nucleophilic substitution versus elimination reactions one more time? 2:47 p.m. Mohammad Aziz Umorzakov was on the 3rd floor, studying for finals, looking forward to going home, but he wouldn't make it home. Now we need to talk about the 3rd person, the one who connected everything, the one who made December 13th happen, and why it took 23 years to reach this moment. Claudio Manuel Neves Valente was born April 3, 1977, Fall River, Massachusetts, 15 miles from Providence, former Mill City, once prosperous, now struggling, post-industrial decline, not the kind of place people usually escape from to attend Ivy League universities. But Claudio did. He was smart, exceptionally smart, the kind of student who rarely studied but aced exams anyway, who understood complex concepts intuitively. Durfee High School, class of 1995, valedictorian, perfect SAT scores, National Merit Scholar. Teachers loved him, polite, articulate, engaged. But even then, some noticed something off, a disconnect, the way he'd talk about ideas but struggle with people. His guidance counselor later told reporters, Claudio was brilliant, but socially, he struggled. Didn't have many friends. We thought he was just shy, introverted. He was going places. We were proud of him. Brown University, class of 1999, full scholarship. His parents were thrilled. This was it, the Ivy League. He was going to make it. Brown University, fall 1995. Claudio arrived with high expectations. This was supposed to be where he fit in, where he found people like him. He concentrated in philosophy, read Kant, Nietzsche, Rawls, wrote sophisticated papers about moral frameworks and justice. His professors were impressed, A's consistently. But socially, he remained isolated. His freshman roommate was a lacrosse player. They barely spoke. Claudio spent most of his time alone. Library, his room, walking campus at odd hours. He joined Philosophy Society, debate union, but didn't connect. Dropped out after a semester. By sophomore year, he'd stopped trying. He told himself it didn't matter, that he was there for education, not socializing. But underneath, the isolation hurt. Junior year, 1997 to 1998, something changed. His grades started slipping. B's instead of A's, incomplete assignments. His advisor called him in. Claudio said he was fine, just stressed, but he wasn't fine. He'd started having what he called philosophical crises, obsessive thoughts about meaning, purpose, justice, hours-long spirals questioning everything. He saw University Health Services. They suggested medication. He refused, thought he could think his way through it. Senior year, 1998 to 1999. Claudio was supposed to graduate, but he didn't complete his senior thesis. Applied for an extension, got one semester, then another. By 2002, he'd left without graduating. No degree, no ceremony, just gone. He moved back to Fall River, lived with his parents, took odd jobs, delivery driver, security guard, night shifts, nothing that used his intelligence, nothing that mattered. His parents worried, encouraged him to finish his degree, see a doctor. He refused. Over the next 23 years, Claudio Valente disappeared into obscurity. Temporary jobs, never stayed anywhere long, lived alone, tiny apartments, no relationships, no friends, no community. He spent his time online, forums, Reddit, 4chan, places where he could argue without revealing his isolation. His posts, later examined by investigators, showed a mind that had twisted. Brilliant thoughts morphed into resentment. He blamed Brown for his failures, blamed the students who'd succeeded where he hadn't, blamed everyone except himself. In his notebooks, found later, he wrote, "They stole my future. They reward mediocrity while genius starves. I gave them everything and they gave me nothing. Not I couldn't finish, but they broke me. The resentment grew and festered for 23 years. November 2025. Something triggered him. Maybe he saw a news story about Brown, about successful students, about bright futures. Maybe December reminded him of his own finals week, 27 years earlier. Maybe he just couldn't take it anymore. The isolation, the failure, the feeling that life had passed him by. Whatever it was, he decided to return, not to reconnect, not to heal, to punish. He saw current Brown students as symbols of everything he'd lost. Young, hopeful, successful, everything he wasn't, everything he'd never been. Not personal hatred. He didn't know Ella or Muhammad. They were symbols, representations of stolen futures, of undeserved success, of life moving forward while he stayed stuck. Investigators later described his motivation: retroactive identification combined with aggressive rejection. He saw himself in these students, but also saw what he'd never become. And if he couldn't have a future, why should they? The psychology of resentment taken to its darkest extreme. Early December 2025, Claudio began planning. He researched campus security, building layouts, class schedules. He knew finals week would be busy. Students packed into libraries, easy access. He obtained a weapon, details still under investigation. December 10th, he rented a car in Fall River, silver Honda Civic. December 11th, drove to Providence, checked into a motel on Allens Avenue, paid cash for 3 nights. December 12th, he was seen on campus, walking around, looking at buildings, remembering. One student later told police, "I saw this older guy standing outside the library, staring at it. He had this sad look on his face. I thought maybe he was a professor or visiting parent." December 13th, that morning, his final notebook entry: "They don't deserve what they have. They didn't earn it. They just got lucky. Born at the right time, to the right families, while I rotted. Today they see what they took from me." This is where everything converged. 3 people, 3 completely different lives. Ella Cook, 18, from Alabama, dreaming of policy work. Muhammad Umarzakov, 20, from Uzbekistan, working toward becoming a doctor. Claudio Valente, 48, from Fall River, carrying 23 years of resentment and rage. They never met, never spoke, never knew each other existed, until December 13th. 2:30 p.m., Claudio enters the Rockefeller Library, carrying a black backpack. Nobody notices. It's finals week. Everyone's carrying bags. He takes the elevator to the 3rd floor, walks slowly through the study spaces, looking at students, looking at everything he once knew. This library, these same study spaces, he'd been here before, 25 years ago, when he was a student, when he had a future, when he still belonged. Now he's back, but everything's different. The students are younger, more diverse, more confident. They have futures. He doesn't, and he can't stand it. 2:45 p.m. He stops near the windows, sets down his bag. Students around him keep studying, headphones in. He stands there, just stands there, for 2 full minutes, looking at them, young people with whole lives ahead, everything he'd wanted, everything he'd lost. Later, students will remember him. Marcus Williams. I saw him standing there, just staring at the students. It was weird, but not scary, just weird. Jennifer Park. He had this expression like he was remembering something painful or saying goodbye. 2:47 p.m. Everything changes. He reaches into his bag, the sound that doesn't belong, sharp, loud, wrong. Chaos erupts instantly. Students running, screaming, trying to escape. Ella Cook is on the 2nd floor, studying political theory. She hears the sound, then the screaming starts. She grabs her phone, starts running. Bodies everywhere, everyone panicking. She ducks behind a bookshelf, pulls out her phone, texts her mom. Something happening at library. Love you. The message sends. 2:48 p.m. Rebecca won't see it for another 20 minutes. Mohammed Umarzakov is on the 3rd floor, studying organic chemistry. He's near the windows, same area where Claudio is standing. He looks up from his laptop, sees students running, sees panic, sees Claudio. For a moment, just one moment, their eyes meet. Mohammed, 20 years old, future doctor, immigrant kid who worked so hard for everything. Claudio, 48 years old, failed student, man who blamed everyone but himself. Two completely different people, one representing everything Claudio hated, everything he'd lost, everything he wasn't. The other, just a kid trying to study, trying to build a future, trying to help people. That moment lasts maybe 2 seconds. Then Mohammed turns to run. The building alarm starts screaming. 2:48 p.m. First 911 call. Student on 1st floor, whispering, panicked. Rockefeller Library, someone has a weapon. Please, please come. Campus police respond immediately. 2:49 p.m. Emergency alert goes out. Active threat, Rockefeller Library, shelter in place, avoid the area. Students everywhere check their phones, feel their stomachs drop. Immediately texts Ella. Where are you? Are you okay? No response. She texts again. Ella, please answer. The messages show as delivered, but never read. Mohammed's roommate texts. Dude, where are you? Stay safe. Delivered, but never read. 2:50 p.m. First officers arrive. 3 campus police. Active threat protocol. Go in immediately. They push through the main doors, weapons drawn. The lobby is chaos. Students still fleeing. Officers move forward, up the stairs. 2:53 p.m. Providence police arrive. 8 officers, tactical gear. Teams split up. 1st floor, 2nd, 3rd. Room by room clearing. Students hiding everywhere. Study rooms, bathrooms, under tables, behind bookshelves. Police, show your hands, come out. Officers guide them out. Eyes on me, don't look around, just walk. Student is found hiding in a 2nd floor study room, under a table. An officer reaches for her. You're safe, come with me. She can't move, can't speak. He gently pulls her out, guides her down the stairs. Don't look, just keep walking. But she looks anyway, sees overturned tables, scattered papers, abandoned laptops, blood on the floor. She sees Ella behind a bookshelf, not moving. The officer blocks her view. Don't look, keep moving. But she's already seen it, will never unsee it. 2:56 p.m. Officer on 3rd floor finds Claudio, on the ground, not moving, not responsive. Weapon nearby. The officer radios in. Subject down, 3rd floor. They keep searching. 2:58 p.m. Officers find Mohammed, 3rd floor, near the windows. Still, not responsive. We need medical, 3rd floor. But it's too late. 3 p.m., 2nd floor. They find Ella behind a bookshelf where she'd tried to hide. Still, not responding. Her phone in her hand. Text message still open. Something happening at library. Love you. The last thing she ever wrote. Medical, 2nd floor. But there's nothing they can do. 3:01 p.m. Building secured. All floors cleared. No other suspects. 2 students won't walk out. Ella Cook, Mohammed Aziz Umarzakov, both gone. 9 others injured, some hurt by the weapon, some hurt escaping. Broken bones, lacerations, trauma. The survivors are evacuated to Sales Hall, hundreds of them, some crying, some silent, some in shock. 3:15 p.m. News breaks, social media first, then local news. Reports of active threat at Brown University, multiple casualties at Ivy League campus. By 4 p.m., it's national news, every network. Helicopter shots of campus, police vehicles, ambulances, students wrapped in blankets, the images that will define this day. The investigation moves quickly. Claudio Manuel Neves Valente is identified within hours. Former Brown student, left in 2002 without graduating. Police search his motel room, find notebooks, pages and pages of writing. They stole my future. They reward mediocrity while genius starves. I gave them everything and they gave me nothing. Today they see what they took from me. 23 years of resentment documented in messy handwriting. They search his apartment in Fall River, find more of the same. His laptop shows years of online activity, forum posts, comments, arguments, a clear pattern of someone who felt wronged, left behind, forgotten, someone who blamed everyone except himself. Investigators interview former classmates, professors. Most don't remember him at all. Claudio? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Those who do remember describe isolation, brilliance without connection. David Sullivan, former roommate. He was smart, really smart, but he couldn't be around people. I tried to include him, invited him to parties. He'd always say no. Eventually, I stopped asking. Dr. Elizabeth Warren, philosophy professor. He wrote beautiful papers, but he couldn't finish his thesis, kept revising. He was paralyzed by perfectionism or fear. I suggested counseling. I don't know if he ever went. Forensic psychologists analyze his writings, his posts, his history. Highly intelligent, socially isolated, unable to accept his own perceived failure, blamed external factors, developed obsessive grievances over decades, saw current students as symbols of everything he'd lost, not as individuals, as representations of stolen futures, of undeserved success. If I can't have a future, why should they? The FBI investigates whether he acted alone. They find nothing. He was alone, always alone. December 16th, press conference. Providence Police Chief, Brown University President, FBI Representative. 2 students gone. Ella Cook, Mohammed Umarzakov. 9 others injured, all expected to recover physically. The person responsible, Claudio Manuel Neves Valente, former Brown student, acting alone, no ongoing threat. Reporters shout questions. Why did he do it? Were there warning signs? Could this have been prevented? The officials give careful answers. Investigation ongoing.